and it is hot and heavy in this arena tonight. Let me tell y'all, we have 6 high-intensity matches that's going to happen before you tonight. Would y'all like to know who's here? We have Made in America Cisero in the building tonight. We also have Blue Lightning in the building tonight. It's going to be a stacked card. We also have our World's and Television Champion in the building, the Bruiser, Koloff. No, that was okay. How about the beast from the Southeast, Chris Kelly? Yeah. I can tell everybody here is excited tonight, and we are excited here tonight to entertain each and every one of you. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Tonight's show is titled On the Edge. And
oh Lord Cisero, you are a leader among all men. Thank you, Lord Cisero, and the empire from which we stem, Canada, Italy, and Colombia too, Japan, Iran, and Eastern Peru. Lord Cisero rules with his LIE. Thank you, Lord Cisero, from sea to sea.
Now, Lord Cisero, this is the second week in a row that you decided to interrupt me as I'm talking. What do you have to say for yourself?
You people do not deserve to hear Lord Cisero speak. He shuts it down every time he tries to speak and bestow wisdom upon you. So now I will speak. I had to go back to Canada to get my foot worked out. In fact, I had to get pure Canadian stem cells put in my foot so I heal properly. Not any of your filthy American stem cells. And look at me now, I can walk. Look at me, I can walk. No more truth. But tonight, let's talk about what's going to happen tonight. First, we have the Colombian grave now. He's taking up the feather. Skitzo. He's going to murder the man in the middle of the ring. Take an example out of him. And then, we have Lord Cisero. And his son, little Nicky. I'm not even going to use the name Cisero for Nicky. He hasn't earned that name. That's a proud name. Only the very best can hold that name. And little Nicky's not going to hold it. You know, in Canada, we respect our fathers. We respect our fathers. You keep your mouth shut. Who told you how to do that? He told me to do that. In Canada, we respect our fathers. And little Nicky has disrespected his mother. Listen, do you know how rude you all are? When Dan Wicked is talking, were you all to start chanting USA when a proud Canadian like Dan Wicked is in the ring? That's not... I expect... Now tonight I'm going to make it real simple for you. Hey, enough! Every time I try to talk, people keep yapping and running your mouth. You're rude, you don't give me a chance.
Cicero, you are a leader among
Contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall.
Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up. What you want, shorty, what you need, what you need. Run game, we ain't never leave, never leave. Counting up money, we ain't never sleep. You got V12, I got 12 V's. Got bottles, got all the way up. Shorty, what you want, I got what you need. Shorty, what you want, I got what you need. Shorty, what you want, I got what you need. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. All the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. For my Bentley Coupes and Rolexes. Came inside the room and gave her no breakfast. Had the stash and Juicy, so reckless. Keep my no cruise, I'm looking no tap sound, showing off for new things. Couldn't take it all, so I gave her chain. She called me top shot, said yeah, I keep a few things. Champion sound, yeah, I got a few rings, and I'm all the way up. And you can stay up. And if you ask anybody where I live, they point to the hills and say, go all the way up. Go all the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up.
Introducing first, standing across to me, he comes tonight at a weight at 165 pounds, and he is from Guadalajara, Mexico, Blue Lightning! And introducing his competitor, standing in the corner to my right, he weighs in tonight at 180 pounds and is from anywhere but Alabama. He is the assassin, Jay Blade. Referee in charge of this contest is Smiley.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rocket City Championship Wrestling. I am Matt Fuller, and tonight we are on the edge. It is cool and rainy outside, but it is hot and heavy in this building tonight. The first match of this card tonight, Blue Lightning against the Assassin. I almost said Alabama Assassin, but he turned his back on Alabama a couple of weeks ago. And we're going to be seeing these two men squabble up here tonight. Now, it was over a month ago when these two men were involved in a triple threat match along with Damon Crow, in which Blue Lightning was able to come out on top as a side headlock takeover by Jay Blade, planting Bluey on the mat. Blue Lightning has been almost a roller coaster of emotions. He is a very emotional wrestler. He wears his heart on his sleeve. Jay Blade picked up an incredible victory last week over Rome Sinju with that top rope springboard dropkick. We're going to see if he can hit that here tonight against Blue Lightning. As another tight cover here. Could be looking for the victory, but it was not to be. And a bit of a standoff between both men right now. Jay Blade does have the weight advantage by 15 pounds, but I'm not so sure that he's giving up a speed advantage. I think Blue Lightning could run circles around him here tonight. Both men in good cardio condition, but I think Blue Lightning's may be a little bit more. But both of these men have a different skill set. What a beautiful suplex by Blue Lightning. And now maybe tuning up the band here, trying to get the crowd on his side. Big forearm shot to the face. Going for three of them and a big uppercut right to the jaw of Jay Blade. Charging full head of steam off the middle rope. Beautiful Mexican arm drag by Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning is one of the fastest rising stars that Rocket City has to offer. A former Rocket City Tag Team Champion. Look at the height that he got on that drop kick. Jay Blade being sent to the outside here, and he could be looking for some sort of dive. He goes in for it. Oh! But Jay Blade able to cut him off with that knee kick. And now bowing before the Rocket City faithful here tonight. You know, Jay Blade has turned his back on Alabama, like I mentioned, but before he did that, he was a proud citizen of Alabama. But something in his heart changed. Something in his heart, something flipped in his brain to make him not like Alabama anymore. And he's taking that pent-up anger and aggression out on Blue Lightning here tonight. He took it out on Rome Sinju last week. Almost dominated that entire match. But Blue Lightning, beautiful counter there. What a suplex! What a suplex taking out Jay Blade. First cover of the matchup and a kick out. Excuse me, I'm not so sure if that was the first cover of the match. Nonetheless, it was not enough to keep Jay Blade down. Blue Lightning now. Once again, trying to pick on. Huge jawbreaker there by Jay Blade. When you have a hard head like Jay Blade does, it's going to do a little bit more damage to the jaw, the chiseled jaw of Blue Lightning. He's now sending him into the corner. That really pierced the ears of everybody in attendance tonight. Looking for it again. Oh, my. Ears are ringing after that chop. Beautiful stalling drop kick into the corner. Could be looking to put him away once again. But again, Blue Lightning kicks out. I think if he would have hooked the leg there, it would have been more favorable to do that, considering that when you do hook the leg on an opponent, it is harder for them to kick out because of the weight distribution being put onto the chest and the shoulders of your opponent. We're in for a wild ride here tonight, folks. The Rocket City World and Television Championship will be on the line later on in our main event. Also, the tag team titles will be on the line. As a clothesline, trying to take down Jay Blade, and it was not enough. Both of these men jockeying for position, wanting to stake their claim at being the top dog here in Rocket City. Oh, come on. Jay Blade breaking the eyes of the Guadalajarian. Big side slam. Taking Blue Lightning down. Covering again. A kick out. Powering out is Blue Lightning. The crowd trying to give Blue Lightning the energy that he so desperately needs to come back into this. Hoping he can see the light after getting his eye raked. And just like that, he has switched the tides once again. Beautiful enziguri to a staggered Jay Blade. Now both men on top. This is very dangerous. A lot of bad things could happen here. You can break your ankle, you can break your back, you can break almost every bone in your body if you land wrong, just like that. As the cojones, oh my God! Huge double stomp by Jay Blade onto the chest of Blue Lightning, and that's gonna do it.
The winner of this contest, the assassin, Jay Blade.
Well, for the second week in a row, Jay Blade has gained a victory here in Rocket City. He is picking up momentum. We're going to see if he can carry that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, how do we feel about our first opening contest? Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing in the corner to my left. He weighs in tonight at 230 pounds and he is from Colombia, representing the Lord's International Enterprise, the Wrecking Ball, Mayhem. And his opponent in the corner to my right. He weighs in tonight at 300 pounds and he is from anywhere and everywhere, Skitzo. The referee for this contest, Smiley.
And we're Smoothly moving into our second contest this evening. The Wrecking Ball Mayhem, former American Heavyweight Champion, taking on the man who challenged for the American Heavyweight Championship last week, Skitzo. Skitzo put up a good fight. A lot of people thought he had Orion Bishop beat, but he did not. Mayhem picked up a win against Blue Lightning last week. As we get a strong lock here, a little bit of a test of strength. Skitzo, the older brother of Lil Sicko. But do not let that deter you. As we saw 2 weeks ago, he can move around the ring as fast as he wants to go. Skitzo really trying to impress here in the Rocket City Arena. Trying to impress here in Rocket City. But the Wrecking Ball Mayhem is such a dangerous opponent. He's been picking up wins left and right. He beat Christian Pierce about 4 weeks ago in what some may call the greatest match in Rocket City history. It was him and Christian Pierce, and for 20 minutes, they beat the tater tots out of each other. And they really cemented themselves in Rocket City. As the Wrecking Ball Mayhem transitioning into a very tense and very tight headlock. I would say it'll affect the brain of Skitzo, but I think he's too crazy to even feel pain at this point. As both men, two big brutes, shoving into each other, but neither man will go down. Both of these competitors have a very secure base. It is very hard to move them and to get them off of their feet. Oh, and look at this. He thought he was going to hit the ropes once more, but he came back with a clubbing blow. And another shot to the face of Skitzo. Sitting him off the ropes once more, looking for a back elbow. And this time, Skitzo able to hit Mayhem with a shoulder tackle, bringing him down. That just goes to show the power of the man from the Chaos Circus. Skitzo, beautiful arm drag. Excuse me, hip toss. That was an arm drag. Into the corner goes Skitzo, taking down Mayhem. You know, you gotta consider that if Skitzo could pick up a victory tonight against Mayhem, I'm sure he will be back in line for an American Heavyweight title shot. If Mayhem picks up the victory tonight, you know for sure he's going to try to pull some strings to get back in that title picture. But raking the eyes of the killer clown known as Skitzo, Mayhem sizing him up. Oh no! Going right down to the knee. You know, how do you chop a tree? You go straight to the root. You go straight to the root. That way the tree is no longer able to grow. And then you work your way up. And I think that's what Mayhem is doing right now. He has found a weak point, and he is going to seize it. He's going to make sure that Skitzo may not walk not only for the rest of this match, but for the rest of his life. Mayhem's gotten a lot more cocky recently. And honestly, as much as we don't want to cheer him, you can't really argue against what he's done in that ring. Oh, and Skitzo now giving him a taste of his own medicine as he rakes the eyes and the forehead of Mayhem. Oh, but dead-legged on, using the Canadian flag to injure the knee. Somebody get him out of here. Man, it's going to be a long night if the Lord's International Enterprise is going to keep on using their underhanded tactics that they're disturbingly known for. Skitzo surprisingly back up to his feet. Going for a clothesline here. But Mayhem able to pick him up. Could be looking for that butterfly suplex. If he hits this, it could perhaps end the match or wear him down, but that's not going to happen. Skitzo nailing a DDT, dropping Mayhem right on the top of his head. Here's the cover. Once again, Mayhem able to kick out. Mayhem able to get out there. Mayhem easier on his feet, able to get up to his feet first because of the bad knee of Skitzo. Into the corner, once again, another heavy shot to the face. And now hitting him right in the midsection of Skitzo now. Mayhem sporting a new look here, no longer has the beard. Instead, oh my God, what power. One of the strongest men in all of Alabama is the Wrecking Ball. Another cover here. Skitzo able to stay in this match. I'll tell you what, Skitzo has been taking a beating here tonight, and right back on the knee is Mayhem. Mayhem not forgetting about the fact that Skitzo's weak point right now is that knee. And if a man can't stand, it's a lot harder for him to fight from the ground. As we're seeing here, a perfect example of that. Going to be looking for some sort of leg hold here. Stretching the hamstring and the Achilles tendon of Skitzo. If you don't let go, this can get real bad real quick. Skitzo grabbing the bottom rope though. Smiley administering the 5 count. Picking him up by his hair. It's not really the most ethical thing to do. But Skitzo blocking the punch and nailing one of his own. But Mayhem blocking one. Looking for a big belly to belly. Oh my God, he hits it. The strength of Mayhem is just, not a lot of people. Wow, man, I'm so impressed by that slam. I hate to admit it, fans, but Mayhem, out of everybody in the Lord's International Enterprise, I think he is the one capable of being able to win a match by himself without any help, but he has not had the opportunity to do that yet. Because whether it be Dan Leggett-On, Lord James Cisero, Brandon Cash, they put their nose in the business that they shouldn't. Let's get over the big power slam of his own. Another cover. Could be trying to put him away here. And it was not to be. Both of these men bringing the fight here tonight at On the Edge. Here in the RCCW arena. Big kick again to the knee, though. I tell you what, you know, that's lifespan of that knee has got to be coming to a close at some point. Into the corner and a big enziguri to the face of Skitzo. Skitzo is like a fish out of water when it has run out of water to breathe. Going for the Banner Bomb, or the Mayhem Bomb, as he likes to call it. And it was not able to be. Skitzo, big clothesline, taking down Mayhem. He's got to be able to keep this up. Look at the strength. Oh, he tried to lift him up, but that knee ended up bearing the weight. Big spear by Mayhem. And just like that, good night to Skitzo.
The winner of this contest, the Wrecking Ball, Mayhem. Well, that's another victory for the Lord's International Enterprise, I guess. Are y'all ready for y'all's next contest? The following contest is set for one fall.
Cisero. Oh Lord Cisero, you are a leader among all men. Thank you, Lord Cisero, and your empire from which we stem, Canada, Italy, and Colombia too, Japan, Iran, and Eastern Peru. Lord Cisero rules with his LIE. Thank you, Lord Cisero, from sea to sea.
Introducing first in the corner to my left. He comes in tonight weighing 280 pounds and is the leader of the Lord's International Enterprise, Lord James Cisero. And his competitor, standing in the corner to my right, he weighs in at 170 pounds and he is from Huntsville, Alabama. He is Made in America, Nicholas Cisero! Referee in charge, Smiley.
Well, fans, for months, these two men have been battling one another. It can't get any more personal than this. Father and son have been fighting each other in tag team matches, but tonight, Nick Cisero finally gets the opportunity to beat up his father all on his own in a singles contest. Lord James Cisero has been absolutely disgusting toward his son, and his son finally gets to get payback tonight. He sent Brandon Cash. He sent Brandon Cash in there with a steel chain to cost Nicholas a tag team contest. And it was 2 weeks ago that Mayhem speared the shoes off of Nick Cicero's body for Lord James Cisero to once again get the pin on him. tonight. Although they are in the corner of their Lord, he does not have a tag team partner to come save his bouquet. As Nick Cisero finally gets his father in a singles match, pushing his father off, and a bully-like tackle taking down Nick Cisero. Nick Cisero back up to his feet though. Beautiful arm drag. Take it to him, Nick. Fans, I'm not sure how unbiased I'm gonna be during this contest, but I promise you I will try my best to call it straight down the middle. But seeing what Lord James Cisero has done to his son for the past couple of weeks, it's absolutely vile. And if there's anyone that deserves to get their comeuppance, it is Lord James Cisero. And who better to do that than his own flesh and blood? Nicholas Cisero cranking down on the arm of his father. But you know, emotionally, it's got to be taxing for Nicholas Cisero. He never wanted to do this to his father ever. He dreamed of having his father right by his side throughout, and his father's pulling the hair on him and then giving him a shot. This is complete disrespect. But Nicholas Cisero right to the apron, going all the way up to the top. Gonna be looking something big here as he drops the axe handle. Here's the cover and a kick out. Kick out by his father. And another arm drag, taking him down. Lord James Cisero has certainly underestimated his son tonight. And wait a minute, was that a top? Smiley, you have to look, man. I swear he just tapped out. We're going to have to take another look at that, but nonetheless, Smiley missed the call. This match continues. Lord James Cisero getting back to his feet. Like I said before, Lord James Cisero, he taught Nick Cisero everything that he knows. So no matter what Nicholas Cicero's game plan is, Lord James Cisero is going to be always 2 steps ahead as he pulls the hair once again, trying to get an advantage. Nick Cisero, leapfrog over the top there, big drop kick once again, and another arm drag. Nick Cisero is staying on top of his father right now. You know, as much as Nick Cisero loves his father, this has to feel very good for him right now. James Cisero, he has not hinted or teased at all that he's going to have a change of heart. And at this point, I think he is way too deep into the Lord's International Enterprise in this facade that he has built up in his mind to ever go back. And although Nicholas might forgive him, I don't think he should. What his father has done to him at Rocket City are things that are quite frankly unforgivable. Staying on that arm is Nick Cisero right now. Oh, but a knee raise, sending it into the gut. And now tossing his own son out of the ring into the Sharks. Notice where he threw him. He threw him right to his goons. Mayhem and Dan Liggett on as they're beating the cherry pie out of him right now. This is disgusting. How could somebody do this to their own flesh and blood? Oh my God! Oh my God. Fans, Nicholas Cicero's neck just snapped. It looked like it whiplashed on the kneecap of Lord James Cisero, and now his father gonna wrench on the neck again. Now he's got him in a camel clutch. Nicholas, I understand that you have heart, kid. I understand that you're trying to get revenge on your father. But you gotta think about your future. You have a future ahead of you. You do not want to further damage your neck, man. And his dad not giving a damn. And just grabbing on the neck of Nick Cisero once again. Could be looking for a suplex. Plants him on the canvas. going for cover. Is Lord James Cicero a little bit slow to get in there. Maybe that's what allowed Nick Cicero to kick out. And these two guys fighting, it's got to be putting Nicholas's mother and Lord James Cicero's wife, it's got to be putting her in a tough situation. I'm sure she cannot agree with what her husband is doing to her own son as he's planting the foot on the neck again. James, stop this. That's your son. Think about what you're doing here. And now is an abdominal stretch applied here onto Nick Cicero. Like I said, Nicholas's mother, I'm sure she doesn't want anything to happen to her baby boy, especially coming from his own father. But she did end up marrying into the Cisero family as the fans chanting Nick on. So whose side does she take in this situation? Personally, I would assume it would be Nicholas Cicero, considering when he won the American Heavyweight Championship, she was right in that ring with him celebrating. But I'm sure that doesn't make great dinner conversation. As Nicholas Cicero into the ropes, a big back elbow once again. Planted him right in the chest, and again another shot to the face. Lord James Cicero, oh wow, what a shot. Nicholas trying to come back. Look at the fury in his eyes. Gritting his teeth, trying to come back. Hitting him a little bit harder because of the beard that Lord James Cicero is rocking. Look at these shots. Sitting him into the corner once more. Nicholas Cicero wants to go out top. Could be looking for the countdown. Nailing all 10 punches right to the skull. Into the corner. Big backstabber. A little bit of a taste of his own medicine. Mayhem, you better get down, boy. You better get down. Once again, distracting the referee. Dan like a Don with the Canadian flag. You've got to be kidding me. Lord James Cicero and every member of the Lord's International Enterprise is completely pathetic. How could he do that to his own son? Dropping an elbow and this is BS.
The winner of this contest, Lord James Cicero.
It gets worse every week. Lord James Cicero does. He never fails to disappoint every single person in this crowd and every single person in his family. God, I really hope that Nicholas Cicero is able to come back and have a match with his father once again, but this time without any outside interference. Nicholas Cicero has proved that he can win matches on his own.
You know, it never fails to surprise me the underhanded tactics that every member of the Lord's International Enterprise is willing to go to defeat his own son. Completely disgusting. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, the show will continue. In our main event tonight, the bruiser Koloff will defend the World and Television Championships in our main event. But for right now, we're going to take a quick 10-minute intermission. Go outside if need be. Go ahead and go to the concession stands. We have nachos, hot dogs, drinks, and anything you can ask for. We will be back with more action in 10 minutes. Thank you. The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Let's do it!
been given word that this match is officially for the #1 contendership for the American Heavyweight Championship. Scrap Iron Lewis against Steven Michaels. Now let me pinpoint here. Scrap Iron Lewis has been chasing the American Heavyweight Championship for many months now. He was in a blood feud rivalry against Mayhem, the former champion. And at Wrestling Con 8, we thought it was going to be the coronation of a new era for Rocket City with Scrap Iron winning the title. However, it was not to be, as Orion Bishop was able to win that contest. Scrap Iron Lewis has been here for quite a long time. You could say the face of this entire promotion. And he is looking tonight to get a piece of Steven Michaels and to come back in contention. Now, on the other hand, Steven Michaels, he has been on a win streak as well. He defeated Bluey not too long ago. And last week, he was the replacement partner. Tagging along with Eddie Toon to help defend the tag team championships against the Nest, who we will be seeing later on tonight, as Steven Michaels is not ready and not prepared to get in the ring with Scrap Iron Lewis. Wait a minute, what is this? Steven Michaels has left the ring. It looks like he may have left the arena here. This might be an easy win for Scrap Iron Lewis. Oh, well, no, Steven Michaels came right back in. Steven Michaels has tried and failed many times to get the Rocket City World and Television Championship away from Barry Koloff. But, you know, if you scale down and you don't necessarily reach for the stars and you reach for the middle, you'll never miss. But in this case, he might miss, considering that he is in the ring with Scrap Iron Lewis right now, who has been very hungry and starving to get his hands on that American title. Scrap Iron Lewis not going to put it past him to showboat just a little bit. Scrap Iron is really good at knowing when to have fun and when to be serious. He was there with Nick Cisero when he won the American Heavyweight Championship. He said himself one of the proudest moments of his life seeing Nick Cisero win that championship. But Scrap Iron Lewis perhaps has been spending too much time celebrating the wins for other people and not celebrating his own successions. Tonight, that could all change. And right now, it's more or less who is the more popular person in this ring. And it seems to me that Scrap Iron Lewis is the heavy favorite. I think Smiley's a bit perplexed, not so sure what to do here. These two men are really testing the waters here tonight. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he caught himself. Looked like he was about to slip there. But will he catch Scrap Iron slipping, perhaps? Or will it be the other way around? Scrap Iron Lewis has had his fair share of his opponents here at Rocket City. It was at Wrestling Con that he had a match and defeated Gangrel, a WWE legend. He's had many matches with Judikai. What a blood feud that was. And he does not want Rocket City to move on without him. He has been in this company since pretty much day one. And the tides are changing. We are seeing new stars. The Scrap Iron Lewis needs this win tonight to make it clear that he's still the man around here. And one of the ways of doing that is to go through Steven Michaels tonight. Strong collar and elbow tie up here. Two big men, two strong men locking horns. Into the corner goes Scrap Iron Lewis. Surprisingly, a clean break by Steven Michaels. A slow and methodical pace that these two men are putting on right now. Both men knowing that the smallest slip-up can cost them their shot at the American Heavyweight title in the future. Scrap Iron saying that Steven Michaels pulled his hair. Pretty sure he did. But nonetheless, wait a minute. Steven Michaels leaving the ring once again. Smiley agreed with the sentiment that Steven Michaels pulled the hair of Scrap Iron Lewis. And that may have ruffled some feathers with Steven Michaels. And here he is coming back once again. Coming in the ring. Full head of steam, did not want to get counted out. It seems to me that Steven Michaels cannot make up his mind whether or not he wants to fight Scrap Iron Lewis. Scrap Iron Lewis standing there posed. He's ready to fight. He's ready to claim that Rocket City American Heavyweight Championship. And now our crybaby chant picking out. That's got to send Steven Michaels over the moon right now. Now threatening Smiley right. Oh, the facial expression changed. I think Steven Michaels is more focused on the referee than he is Scrap Iron Lewis. I think he needs to be focused on his opponent, considering that American title contention is on the line in this contest. Another lockup now by both men. This time sending Scrap into the corner, and now a hard shove to Lewis. You know, Scrap Iron, he's a very good person. He's a very good, ethical guy. But if you push the right buttons, he can hit you with the authority and power of a hurricane. Not going to hold back any punches right now. I'm going to try it again. The Scrap Iron now pushing Steven Michaels. Asking him, how does he like that? How do you like getting pushed around? Steven Michaels looks like he's about to bust. A bit of a loose cannon is Steven Michaels. The Rocket City authority figures will not let him near a microphone after what happened about 2 months ago. I wish I can clarify on that, but it was so controversial and so damning that I cannot speak on it. And right now, Steven Michaels...
I'm not a crybaby. Chickens do this. I don't do that.
Steven Michaels is getting more angry, and Scrap Iron Lewis is getting more impatient. And Steve, okay, come on. This is getting absurd now. The Rocket City faithful is letting them hear it. I wouldn't keep your back turned to Scrap. Yep, okay. I wouldn't keep your back turned towards Scrap Iron Lewis. Look at this! Big hip toss by Scrap Iron Lewis. The patience paid off as nailing 2 hip tosses to Stephen Michaels. Big body slam. Scrap Iron Lewis finally getting his hands on Michaels. Big headbutt. Stephen Michaels seeing stars, not knowing where he's at right now after that headbutt, and the second one isn't going to make it any better. In fact, it might make it worse. Scrap Iron Lewis, full head of steam, splash into the corner. Scrap Iron Lewis is very determined to get his hands on that American Heavyweight Championship to see Orion Bishop down the line. As he plants a huge cannonball into the corner, rocking the jaw. First cover of this contest. Not even a 1 count, not even a 2 count. Stephen Michaels powering out. The last time Scrap Iron Lewis picked up a victory here in Rocket City, it was on the Path to Wrestling Con Part 1, where he got reinstated back into Rocket City, defeating Lord James Cisero by disqualification. Another cover here. Not another 2 count. Stephen Michaels now just trying to come back into this. Axe handle by Scrap Iron Lewis. Oh my God, a headbutt right to the nose. I'm surprised it didn't bust him open. I'm surprised he doesn't have bones disconfigured in his face. A heavy clothesline by Scrap Iron. Off the ropes, full head of steam, here's the top. Now his ribcage might be broken off that, finally getting a 2 count. But a 2 count does not matter in professional wrestling. It has to be a 3 count to be able to win the contest, or you can submit your opponent. Scrap Iron is very well aware of that, so is Stephen Michaels. These 2 men have been doing this for quite a long time. Right to the knee goes Stephen Michaels. Into a DDT. Some of the first time that Stephen Michaels has gotten offensive maneuvers in this contest so far. Scrap Iron, you're not in a good position. Big knee. And now into a choke. Trying to choke the life out of Scrap Iron. Stephen Michaels has been all over the place in this matchup. Very unorthodox offense. But it seems to me that the offense is playing a huge part into why he has the advantage right now. Huge clubbing chop to the chest of Scrap Iron. Stephen Michaels now, big shot. Could be like a suplex here. But it would be a Goliath-esque effort to try to get Scrap Iron Lewis off his feet. But Scrap Iron Lewis, look at that strength! Taking Stephen Michaels up and sending him down. Scrap Iron Lewis, he is a strength and power-based wrestler. He could throw you to the sun if he wanted to. Big chop through the chest of Stephen Michaels. And you know Orion Bishop has to be watching this from afar to study, to see who his next challenger will be.
Why are you laughing?
Oh, and again raking the eyes. Scrap Iron can't see anything. As Stephen Michaels hits him with a splash and an uppercut into the corner. Big back elbow. What a, oh my God, powerful snapmare. Sending him flying to the center of the ring. Michaels now, another elbow. Right to the center of the chest. Lateral press cover here. Not even a 2 count. I don't know if you can see it, fans, but the calf muscles on Stephen Michaels are very, very big and broad. So if he's putting anything on you like this right here, foot choke, it's going to be a lot more tighter and a lot more impactful because of the leg strength of Stephen Michaels. Stephen Michaels gets his power from working out constantly. Scrap Iron gets his power from the heart, from the soul. Comes from within. Sending Scrap Iron to the outside now is Stephen Michaels. Stephen Michaels picked up a victory against Blue Lightning a couple of weeks ago. It seemed very hopeful that Blue Lightning would win that match, but Steve Michaels able to defeat him, getting him the opportunity to be in this match tonight. High stakes in this contest. Scrap Iron trying to fight back with a shot to the gut. However, it was not enough to get back. And now a headbutt of his own by Stephen Michaels. And you can see, after taking headbutts earlier in the contest, giving some of his own may not be the smartest idea, as it is currently rocking him right now. Big shot, another chop. These two men are exhausted. They are exuberated. Scrap Iron Lewis, though, picking him up once again and dropping him again once more. Scrap Iron has to keep on the pace. He does not have a lot of time to try and recover right now. Could be looking for another senton here, but Stephen Michaels getting the knees up right to the center of the back. And he may have just herniated a disc in the back of Scrap Iron Lewis. Dragging him to the center of the ring. Once again, another lateral press. And a kick out by Scrap Iron. Elbow to the center of the back and a knee. And now look at the stomping on the lower back of Scrap Iron Lewis. Rolling him out of the ring like a sack of happy potatoes is Stephen Michaels. But it is not apparent to him that Scrap Iron Lewis is worth almost 30 million times more than a sack of potatoes. This man is special. When he first got here to Rocket City, he couldn't move around the ring without getting out of breath. But he has grown ever since then to be a supremely talented athlete and professional wrestler in his own right. That's why the people are on his side. That's why the people care for him and are desperate to see him with the American Heavyweight title around his waist. But a cannonball into Scrap Iron Lewis could put a fork in those plans. Stephen Michaels again with a cover too, and another kick out by Scrap Iron Lewis. Scrap Iron trying to feed off the energy of the crowd here tonight. He is very, oh no, come on. Are you kidding me? Just slapping him around. Just slapping him around, not taking him seriously. Stephen, what's wrong with you, man? Wow. And Scrap Iron Lewis The fury coming out of him, those slaps. I think it may have just woken him up. Big uppercut into a splash into the corner. That fire coming out of the belly of Scrap Iron now. Stephen Michaels trying to beg off. I think it's a bit too late for that. Going for the stunner. Into the clothesline. And a stomp once again to the midsection. These two men are putting their all into it tonight. For these two men, it can't get any more important. An American Heavyweight Championship down the line for these two men. Scrap Iron back to his feet, getting hooked up by Stephen Michaels. Could be looking for a T-bone here, and he nails it. The strength of Stephen Michaels is uncanny. I'm not sure who would win in an arm wrestling contest between him or Mayhem, but I think it would cause an earthquake in Japan. Cover here. Cocky cover, putting his foot on the chest. Scrap Iron Lewis not going to let that defeat him. Scrap Iron. Stephen Michaels saying he has something better here. What's he doing? Is that his mouth guard in his hand? Oh! Taking the mouth guard, using his teeth to crack down on the forehead of Scrap Iron Lewis. Could that be enough? It is not. Stephen Michaels has to be thinking, what more can he do? What more does he have to do to defeat Scrap Iron Lewis? You know, I have not seen this strategy of rolling your opponent to the outside of the ring to try to wear him down, but considering the hacking and coughing that Scrap Iron Lewis is doing right now, honestly has to say it is working in Stephen Michaels' favor. Back into the ring is Scrap Iron Lewis, though. Stephen Michaels just not giving him a break whatsoever. Huge forearm to the shot. Huge forearm shot to the face. Sending him into the crowd. Chopping the pectorals of Scrap Iron once again. You know, the complete second half of this matchup has been all Stephen Michaels right now. Could be looking for a power bomb here, but the power of Scrap Iron Lewis. Big back body drop to the outside floor. It may have hit some of his shoulder on that padding, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, that padding is very thin. It still hurts. Wait a minute.
The referee has ruled this contest a double count out, therefore it is a no contest.
Both men getting counted out. Neither man has lost his mind. Both men getting counted out. We're not so sure who is the #1 contender for the American Heavyweight Championship now, because both men got counted out. We're going to have to see what happens on the next show. Very controversial finish to this matchup. And I'm sure Stephen Michaels and Scrap Iron Lewis are not done with each other. Nonetheless, the crowd giving a standing ovation for Scrap Iron Lewis for having the heart and the passion for this business.
That was a very hard-fought contest. Can we give it up one more time for Scrap Iron get that victory back very soon. Nonetheless, coming up next is for the Rocket City World Tag Team Championship. Set for one fall.
That's my water, brother. Hey, you guys miss me or what? You guys miss me, didn't you? Let's face the facts. It wasn't for me. Fuck you. Listen here. If it wasn't for me, this place wouldn't exist. Okay? And people like this Skit wouldn't have nothing to do on a Saturday night, alright? So tonight, it's supposed to be a street fight, right? Hey, street fight, yeah? Hey,
be defended in a street fight. Or we take our shit and we go to the house.
Am I scared? Hell no, I'm just a champ. I can make my own rules.
The following
You
contest
did what they do, done what they
is a non-title street
Shut the
fight.
hell up! You damn old goat! You ugly as hell.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall into the sport of the Rocket City Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers, standing in front of me right now, Cisero and Prax, the man. Standing outside the ring, they are the Rocket City World Tag Team Champions, Braden Toon and Eddie Toon, the Toon Dynasty.
Hey, you want to touch it? You want to touch it? Go ahead. I don't know. You want to hold it?
The referee for this contest, Smiley. Good luck.
Hey, he said now you got to whip his ass. I don't know. Yeah, all right. You come out there. He's all right. He's a damn boy. He ain't no big old shit. Watch out. Watch. Hey! You made me lose my damn gun.
Well, fans, the chaos has been emitted here tonight, but this is a normal contest for the Tag Team Championships, and this is the last time that the Nest will get an opportunity at the Tag Team Championship. This is their 6th time challenging for the belts. And by the Rocket City authoritarian people, if they fail this time, they can no longer challenge for the Rocket City Tag Team Championship as long as the Toons are the champions. This is the first time that Braden Toon has been to Rocket City ever since his loss at Wrestling Con 8, where the bruiser Barry Koloff finally defeated and got his hands on Braden Toon. But nonetheless, he is back, and because of the Freebird rule, he is one half of the World Tag Team Champions. As we are currently waiting on Eddie Toon to get onto the apron and into the ring before we can start this contest. The Nest has had a change of heart recently. For months they were going and pulling the hair is Thibodeau onto Eddie Toon. As I was saying, the Nest have been like bully type monster competitors against Big Booty Judy and Bluey, but ever since the Toon Dynasty got involved in Rocket City, they have been able to fight right and cleanly the way it's supposed to be. As Braden Toon able to escape to the outside of the ring, just like at Wrestling Con 8, trying to play some mind games with the Nest. Eddie Toon is he's just a loose cannon, man. You never know what's going to happen with Eddie Toon when he steps into a wrestling ring. Or around a wrestling ring, for that matter. As Braden Toon and Thibodeau starting this contest. Here we go. Rocket City Tag Team Championship on the line. For the Nest, it is the most important title match of all their title matches, simply because this is their last chance. It is do or die tonight for the Nest. They have to be able to win tonight. If they don't, they can no longer challenge for the Tag Team Championships. Braden Toon has been all over the United States, wrestling wherever he can, trying to pick up whatever belt, singles or tag team, that he can. Thibodeau picking the foot up, though. Going for a clubbing blow. 2 clotheslines missed. Braden Toon missing. A big shot to the neck beard of Braden Toon. Into the corner goes Toon now. Here comes Thibodeau. Full head of steam with a splash. Off the ropes goes Braden Toon and a sling blade, taking down Braden Toon. Could be looking for the victory, and it was not enough. Fans, did you see the height that Braden Toon bounced off that canvas with authority? Wait a minute, it looks like Eddie Toon. Eddie Toon now making the tag into the ring. Running into the corner. Running into the corner, Thibodeau moving out of the way, and what a slap by Brax. Brax, look at these shots to the face of Eddie Toon, trying to remove the remaining brain cells that he has out of his head. Now trying to, another shot to the face once again. Brax coming in here, not playing around whatsoever. He wants to win those tag team titles for the Nest. Now getting him caught up in the ropes there, as Eddie Toon may have bit off more than he could chew, perhaps. Big headbutt once again. And a big slap to the face of Braden Toon. Brax is just, he ain't playing no games here tonight, is Brax. Shooting him off the ropes. Eddie Toon gets clotheslined with authority. The Nest does have their fans in their crowd tonight, and there really is a lot of them. I know last time I said that there were only 2 people that like the Nest, but I did my research and I was wrong. A lot of people seem to really enjoy the Nest, especially here at Rocket City. And now could be looking to pick up Eddie Toon here. Could be looking for a huge body slam. And just dropping him with authority as he makes a tag to Thibodeau. Gonna body slam his own partner to put even more weight to win the tag team titles. Wow, that was a close cover. That was a close pinfall. Now trying to rake and trying to pull the eyeballs out of the skull of Eddie Toon right now. My goodness. What a night it has been, fans. I've been on the edge of my seat for this whole entire night, and how fitting because the show is on the edge. Everybody here is excited and on the edge to perhaps see new tag team champions here tonight. Oh, but a poke to the eye. Poke to the eye by Eddie Toon as he makes a tag to Braden. Braden Toon now with a body slam of his own. Braden Toon is only 22 years old, and most 22-year-olds don't know what to do with their life. They have no idea what the future ahead of them looks like. But for Braden Toon, he has already made his name known, not only in Game Changer Wrestling, but also many independent promotions across the world. As another cover, trying to end the dream of the Nest. Like I said, at WrestlingCon 8, competing in the Cluster F Battle Royal, competing at many GCW events, making his name known there, but dare I say, more importantly, making his name in Rocket City as a fake tag, a blind tag, excuse me, getting administered here tonight. Eddie Toon, big back elbow to the face of Thibodeau. Eddie Toon violated me whenever I was in the ring, making the ring introductions. I may have to hire a lawyer for that, but I will not hire Jason Esquire, because if you try to hire scum to get money from scum, it's not going to work like that. Another tag to Braden Toon here. Now the Nest has to come back into this contest. Otherwise, they can no longer challenge for the tag team championship. But right now, Braden Toon to the middle rope. Beautiful. Beautiful moonsault by Braden Toon to put it away. And Brax with a big slap to the bottom of Braden Toon. Braden Toon now trying to put him, grabbing the neck. Big forearm shot by Thibodeau. But a big single leg drop kick by Braden Toon. almost making it look easy. Cover here, and once again, Thibodeau able to kick out. Eddie Toon rubbing his jaw, rubbing his beard. I mean, he got rocked earlier by Brax. Oh! Hard stumble to the floor. And now Braden Toon hiding behind the round. Oh my God! Oh my God! Eddie Toon with a foreign object right to the face of Thibodeau. First it was the Lord's International Enterprise. And now it's the Toon Dynasty, man. The referee's got to be more clever than this, man. He's got to learn from his experiences. Nonetheless, they're going for the cover, but the referee is still distracted. This match could be over if the ref had turned around. And finally, the ref turning around. Here's the cover. Look at the leg this time. And Thibodeau able to get a shoulder up. If the referee hadn't turned around, the dream would have been over for the Nest. So far in this contest, it's been mainly the Toon Dynasty getting it up on the Nest right now. Now Eddie Toon sending him from the corner into an arm ringer right now. Just twisting the arm, trying to pull the arm out of the socket of Thibodeau. Once again twisting that arm. Every time he twists that arm, giving it to Braden Toon right now. The referee needs to stop going to Brax and focus on the matter at hand. That's Thibodeau though, with a reversal. Putting the arm on Braden Toon, but Braden Toon has no idea that he's wrenching on the arm of his tag team partner. Turning around, and here comes Brax. Here comes Brax into this contest. He made the tag, but the referee didn't see it. The one time that the referee did not look at Brax is the time when they actually made the tag. Thibodeau into the corner once again. But a spear taking down Eddie Toon. Now this is a pivotal point in this match. Thibodeau has to make the tag to Brax right now. Brax is the fresher man. And he has to go in there and get the tag. And he does. He makes the tag. Here comes Brax. Here comes Braden Toon. Big shoulder tackle. Flipping Braden Toon inside out. And there's another one. Brax on fire right now. Big headbutt to Braden Toon. And a shot to the face. Brax knows the importance of this contest. Big spinning side slam there. Here's the cover. Good beat looking to win the belts, and it was not enough. Eddie Toon able to come in there and break the pin up. My God, what a war. Fans, my heart rate is up. The sweat is running down my body because of how intense not only this match has been, but how this entire night has been thus far. Another tag made to Thibodeau. Brax now going for a suplex here. Sending Braden Toon onto the ropes and a headbutt to the back of Braden Toon. Could that be enough to put him away here? I'm not sure if it is. Oh, Braden Toon though chopping the throat of Thibodeau. Now has him in a fireman's carry position. Oh, look at that. Big slam there by Braden Toon, not able, to put away Thibodeau. Thibodeau, oh wait a minute, come on, this is uncalled for. You can't use the steel chair. If he uses the steel chair, then they will be disqualified. And the referee finally able to put his foot down. Wait a minute. 82 with the chain. 82 with the chain. And he inadvertently hitting his own tag team partner. 82 thought he could outsmart the referee and his opponents, but he ended up hitting Braden Toon with it. And now, Going for the choke slam, and he does it. South of Heaven choke slam. Here's the cover. New tag team champions. And once again, Brayton Toon able to power out.
I got something in my damn eye. Oh, you just poked me in my eye, dumbass.
Eddie Toon having an argument with the referee about something that happened in his eye, and it was not a contact, I can tell you that. Brayton Toon, wait a minute. Looking to get the chain, but Thibodeau able to catch the chain. But Thibodeau, think about this. Oh my God! Cookie sheet to the face of Eddie Toon. I'm not sure the referee saw it. And all hell has broken loose right now. Thibodeau with the steel chair. The referee still has his eye on Eddie Toon on the outside. Trying to hit him with whatever he can. Brayton Toon looking to hit him with the umbrella. But he moves out of the way. Thibodeau's head. Oh my God! Umbrella to the side of the head. And now Brayton Toon package pile driver. Not like this. Not like this. God dang it. Pardon my French, ladies and gentlemen, but this is bull crap. The referee, I'm sure, got confused whether or not this was indeed a street fight or not, but I can guarantee you that it wasn't. And the Toons, once again, got screwed out of a tag team championship match. Those damn Toons. This is preposterous. They're still the tag team champions. Some team out there's got to put a stop to them. Absolutely disgraceful. Already trying to grab the mic now. Shouldn't even be turning this dang thing on. But nonetheless, he has some words to say to the Nest. When is enough, Eddie?
I don't care whether you get to listen or get your ass out the door. I don't give a damn.
You won the match, Eddie.
Now, when it comes to you two, Goose, we have done beat you not once, not twice, but 3 times. Soon, you're going to have to remember that you cannot and you will not ever match up to the Toon squad.
How pitiful. Throwing the umbrella right back at him.
Check it. The last 6 months, I've done nothing but elevate this damn place. And then I come here and people like the Nest want to get in the ring with the Toons.
Elevate what? What have you elevated?
Maybe next time. But for right now, back in the lines where your ass is at. Where's my damn music?
Complete chaos. How disgraceful. They don't even respect the bells. They don't even have it in their possession. Old fans. Complete chaos. But the fans giving it up for the Nest, and it's well deserved. They came up short. They got screwed. We're going to have to see what is next for the Nest in the future. But coming up next, it is for the Rocket City World and Television Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for those damn twos. I'm sorry that he came out and disrespected every single one of you like that. Nonetheless, the show must go on, and I only have one question to ask you. Are y'all ready for y'all's main event? The following contest is set for one fall, and it is for the Rocket City World and Television Championships. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Rocket City World and Television Championship. The referee for this contest is Smiley. Introducing first the challenger, standing in the corner to my left. He comes here tonight weighing 350 pounds, and he is the beast from the southeast, looking tonight to win the championship. Chris Kelly!
Ain't no way somebody scared for this.
Introducing
That
in the corner to my right.
Hey, yeah.
He has held the Rocket City World and Television Championship for over 1,100 days. He comes to you tonight weighing at 235 pounds. He is from the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Bruiser. Billy Koloff.
Ladies and gentlemen, our main event tonight, the beast from the southeast, Chris Kelly, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, looking to win not only the world and television championship from bruiser Barry Koloff, but he is also here to prove that the long road to get here was worth it. These two men have the utmost respect for one another, and unlike that last match, we are going to see a straight-up fair one-on-one fight. Who is the better man tonight? The bruiser Barry Koloff has held this championship for over 1,100 days. He has been a very dominant champion, and it doesn't look like anybody yet is able to stop him. But Chris Kelly has been here for such a long time. He has had an up and down rocky roller coaster type of life, not only just in this ring, but outside of it as well. And right now, he could try to fulfill the dream and win the championship from the bruiser here tonight. But wait a minute, quick small package here by the bruiser, and letting Chris Kelly know that it only takes 3 seconds for him to defend his championship. One of the most important matches in the career of Chris Kelly. And tonight, he has to go through the final boss of Rocket City, and that being the bruiser Barry Koloff. But it is not going to be an easy task whatsoever as he takes down the bruiser with a shoulder tackle, sending the bruiser to the outside of the ring. Fans, I can guarantee you will not be seeing any kind of dirty tactics because of the respect that these two men share. These two men have paid their dues. They have traveled the roads together to get to this point. Both men respected by their peers and by the fans and by each other. But in the bruiser's case, tonight he looks at this as just another title defense. Just another stepping stone for his legacy, his 25-year legacy. But for Chris Kelly, this is everything that he has worked for. All of it is culminating to this moment here tonight. As a handshake, a form of respect. But Barry with a drop toe hold to Chris Kelly. Now going to try to put him in a choke here. Trying to wear down the beast from the southeast, but you can see the ring generalness of Chris Kelly able to get his foot on the bottom rope. The bruiser staying on him though. Big forearm shot. Trying to rock Chris Kelly here. Standing switch by Chris Kelly. Into the turnbuckle, full head of steam here, and a big splash into the corner. Kicking him down, sending the bruiser to his bottom, and a big knee to the side of the face of the bruiser. If Chris Kelly can keep up this pace and stay on him, he may have the slightest chance of defeating the Bruiser here tonight. But I just want to list off the names of the people that the Bruiser has defeated to retain the championship. He first defeated Adam Priest at the last stop before WrestlingCon a couple of years ago to win this championship. Since then, he has defeated competitors like Steven Michaels, Mayhem, Braden Toon, Rome Sinju, Steve Michaels, and many, many more. Will he add Chris Kelly to that list? Or will the unthinkable happen? Will Chris Kelly be able to defeat him tonight? Try to get him on a jump toe hold. Barry respectfully giving the opportunity to Chris Kelly to get back on to his feet. Now Barry initiating a test of strength here. Will Chris Kelly take it? And he does. Test of strength. Two almost Aztecian warriors battling it out right now. Two men with a firm base. Two men that if you saw them in public in any other situation other than professional wrestling, well, hell, even maybe in professional wrestling, you do not want to fight them because they will beat you up in seconds. But in professional wrestling, you have to be more of a strategist because you're not only are you trying to defeat your opponent, but you're also trying to pin them for the 1, 2, 3. That's Barry Koloff now having an arm bar onto the arm of Chris Kelly, trying to wear him down. You know, I think Barry, he truly does have a lot of respect for Chris Kelly, but constantly telling him to his ear that, asking him if he's ever been to the gym. Now, you know it's got to be getting into the head of Chris Kelly. Maybe trying to get Chris to self-doubt himself. Chris Kelly's wife is in the crowd tonight, hoping to cheer him on. Also, with all the fans in attendance wearing the Beast from the Southeast t-shirts. That's Barry Koloff dropping the knee onto the throat of Chris Kelly. Cover here. Look at the leg. Chris Kelly able to kick out. Barry Koloff he seems to steamroll through a lot of his other opponents, but Chris Kelly certainly has the height and the weight advantage in this contest. And although that is true, it has been all Barry Koloff through this contest. Chris Kelly has to lock in here. This is an opportunity that he has been training his ass off for. This is an opportunity that does not come simple to everybody. And Barry Koloff now going into familiar territory for him, into the crowd here. Into the crowd, he may be looking to get some hydration in him at some point. It's a big shot raining down the face of Chris Kelly. Looking to find it to the outside here, maybe going towards the concession stand. Fans, if you come to the Rocket City Arena, we have the most finest of hot dog, popcorn, nachos, chips, drinks, and candy. So make sure, if you're a fan watching us here on YouTube, that you come to the arena to see the best wrestling promotion in the Southeast in person for yourself. Not only can you enjoy the best professional wrestling in the Southeast, but you can also enjoy the finest of snacks that I just mentioned. But enough about that. The important thing right now is that Chris Kelly and Barry Koloff are fighting through the crowd right now. You know, the reason Barry brings a lot of his opponents into the crowd is because when you're gassed like that and you're walking around the crowd like that, it takes a lot of energy to just even walk around the arena here. For many of his opponents, they can't handle that. When he has a hand on the back of their neck and he's walking them around the arena, it's gassing them even more. But the Bruiser does cardio every single day and he works out every single day. There's no off season for him. Looking for the water, but Chris Kelly clotheslining the water right out of his mouth. Chris Kelly trying to come back here. It is very rare that the Bruiser misses the water, but Chris Kelly knocking it out of him right now. Chris Kelly, big power slam, taking down the Bruiser. He's got to go for the pin. Here's the cover. Oh, man. See, that just shows the importance of hooking the leg. If you can hook the leg and put more of that weight distribution onto the shoulders, it's harder for them to kick out. But the Bruiser, though, getting back up. Could be looking for the suplex symphony here. But Chris Kelly with a suplex of his own. Cover once again. Could he try? Oh. Man, that was really close, man. That was very close. The almost 1,100 day reign could have ended right there. That's another cover to Barry, and again a kick out. If you notice, looking at Barry Koloff, he's breathing very calmly through his mouth. The reason he's doing that is that he can control his breathing. That way he doesn't get gassed during the rest of this contest. You need your breath in a wrestling match. It's very important not only to win, but to last. That's now Chris Kelly bumping into the Bruiser, almost like running into a brick wall there. The Bruiser able to get the shoulder up once more. The Bruiser getting up to his feet. Chris Kelly, though, standing switch by the Bruiser. You'll be looking for the spine buster, and he hits it. The Bruiser with the spine buster onto the, planting Chris Kelly down. And after that, he could be looking to end things here. Off the top rope, could be looking axe handle, and he hits it. Nailing the axe handle does Barry. Cover again, 2, and a kick out by Chris Kelly. Chris Kelly does not want to give up that easily. Chris Kelly, man, the fans completely behind him in this moment in time. They really want him to be the victor in the new Rocket City Rocket City World and Television Champion. Standing switch again by Chris Kelly. But a big spinning back kick by the Bruiser, taking him down once more. That's the same move that wore down people like Adam Priest, Brandon Cash. Shoulder up by Chris Kelly once again. The Bruiser may be getting a little bit frustrated here. They used to call the Bruiser short fuse Barry Koloff because of his temper problems and his anger issues. And he's trying his hardest for that not to come out to his friend Chris Kelly here. But you have to throw that out the window when it comes to the World Championship. Sending the Bruiser into the ropes once again. The Bruiser there with the kick. The Bruiser there with the kick that's put away many of his opponents. And just like that, he has put away Chris Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest is still the Rocket City World Television Champion, Bruiser, Barry Koloff.
Fans, we want to thank you once again for watching us on YouTube and coming to the Rocket City Arena. I have been Matt Fuller, and thank you for joining us tonight for On the Edge. We will see you in 2 weeks for our next show. Have a good night, everybody.